Hey, psychodrama here today. We are reacting to some relationship moments that got uncomfortable so fast. I'll break down the key details as we go because some of these clips really change once you pay attention. Let's get into it.
I live here. What are you doing here?
Me and my mom is staying here at my dad's house for the weekend.
Okay, so I was on a work trip and it ended early, so I just got home and the locks had been changed and I cannot get in. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
Hello,
Who are you?
I'm Rachel.
I live here. What are you doing here?
Me and my mom is staying here at my dad's house for the weekend.
Your dad's house. Your dad is
Ryan.
Ryan? Okay, well this is my house. So, where's Ryan? I need to speak to him.
He's at the store right now.
Okay, well, that's great. I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to wait for Ryan.
Happiness, this man tells his real story, how he caught his wife cheating.
Right, so I've just found out my wife has been cheating on me for weeks. I noticed that when we were in the supermarket a few weeks ago and we kept bumping into this guy, he kept appearing everywhere. Every time we turned into an aisle, he was there. Anyway, I spotted that my wife was giving him like sly glances and smiles, which was really winding me up. I confronted her about this in the car afterwards and she said she was just being friendly. So I thought to myself that I was just being silly because, to be honest, she was looking in an absolute state when we were in the supermarket. You know, like slouchy clothes, no makeup and hair up in a messy bun. She looked like she had a bird's nest on her head. Anyway, despite that, I couldn't get it off my mind. So I thought the best thing to do was put a tracker in her car so I could keep an eye on her movements at all times. I just linked the tracker up to the Find My app on my phone and I could keep an eye on her from that. So by tracking her, I discovered that she was making daily trips to the supermarket. This raised alarm bells with me because she wasn't coming home with any shopping. And as it's her duty to cook me dinner every night, I wasn't getting well fed, which I was not happy about. So tonight, I've got the tracker in her car again and I can see she's at the supermarket. So I'm going down to confront her. The thing is, if I hadn't had this GPS tracker, I wouldn't even know about any of this. I'm not so bothered about her leaving me. It's more about the inconvenience of me having to find someone else to do my cooking and cleaning, which is really annoying. If you want to keep track of something valuable to you, I'd recommend you get one of these little trackers. They only cost £6 and I've linked it on the yellow basket below, so just click that to get yours. Right, I'm off to confront her now. If you want to find out what happens, just follow me and I'll keep you updated.
Excuse me.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. You okay?
You didn't waste time.
No.
Okay, that's good. Do you know she's married?
You left me.
Do you know she's married?
You left me.
And this is live, by the way. Yeah? That's what you do. Bring Ben, fuck them, on the sofa. Same sofa that you couldn't fuck me. Let me say that a lot to the man. Excuse me, boss.
Hey, boss.
I've got nothing against you, by the way.
Yes.
Just letting you know that you're in someone's house, someone's wife, with a condom on.
Did you not leave though?
It's just been 2 weeks, and I don't know if you know, buddy.
Did you not leave
It's
though?
just been 2 weeks.
Did you not leave though?
It's just been 2 weeks,
Did you
Tina.
not leave though? I begged you to stay with me. I cried.
And then can I be excused?
You don't need to go. I'm not staying long. I'm just picking up a few things. But I don't know how your conscience goes, man. I've just been away for two weeks and you're already fucking my wife.
I don't know anything about it.
So it's just been 2 weeks, really, and you know, it's it's a masterpiece.
Okay, Walter.
But anyway, I'm picking up my things and I'll let you go. Hey, buddy, you don't need to go on my account.
I'm not on Tinder.
Well, why explain why I just called you coming home from the bar?
Why are you yelling at me?
You just got home from the bar at 2 a.m. with kids. You're going back to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Go back to the bar then.
Yeah, I am.
Look at that. Wow.
So that Snapchat was 4 weeks ago, and this is how I caught my wife cheating. She'd been acting weird and started going to the gym for hours on end. So I put one of these in her car, the little GPS tracker, and I connected it up to the Find My iPhone now, and boom, I caught her with Denzel, a geezer from her work. So now I'm going to put you lot on. If you need to track someone or something, your car, your bag, your keys, grab one of them little trackers below. I know they are on sale, so I don't know if they'll be in stock.
Some really sad news that I wanted to share with you guys. And it's crazy because a lot of the sad news that's coming out now is starting to become a new normal. Things like what I'm going to tell you guys should not become a part of normal behavior. So I recently came across the story of this young lady. And yes, this is a story that we hear all too often. A young lady has a guy who lives with her. She actually has kids by the guy, but she also has kids from a prior relationship. So the guy that's living with her, now her new boyfriend, starts messing with another woman. Okay, so the lady decides, she has suspicions that he's messing with someone. So she puts a GPS tracker on the guy's car, tracks him for like a couple days, and finally she kept seeing him go to the same location, which wasn't his job. So she decided to go ahead and follow the coordinates of the GPS location, found where the guy was at, realized the woman that he was messing with. I don't think that she knew the woman from a can of paint, but she ended up unaliving the woman. And now this lady is facing life in prison, and now it's looking like that it was premeditated. The reason for the premeditation is because she put the GPS on the car with the intent of finding his location to bring harm to someone. So she unalived the other lady. The other lady was a mother of 5 small children, guys. So now the other lady who unalived the side chick is facing life in prison. My big question is why do women find out that the man is messing around with another woman and they end up unaliving the other woman? Just, this is my opinion. Some of y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I don't think that it's the side chick's fault, because the man could be telling her all kind of lies. It's not the side chick fault. He could be telling the side chick that he's single, he's going through a divorce, he's on the verge of having a breakup, he's on the verge of moving out of her house. He could be telling her anything. So why does all of the violence fall on the side chick? If anything, you should be following that man, tracking his location, and once you find out that that man is cheating on you, what you do is you go back home, you pack all of his stuff up. Don't say nothing. I know that it's hard to pull up and see your man's car at another woman's house, but at least you can keep your freedom. You can keep your freedom if you can hold your composure. Just go home once you know what he's doing and you know he's cheating. Go back to your house, pack up all of his stuff, put it in some garbage bags outside on the porch, and let him see it when he pull up. Now, if he had, some of y'all might say, but what if he has a key to the house? Listen, those locks and stuff cost $13 or $14, man. They literally cost $13 or $14. You can even just have the police there waiting. So if you already got a GPS on his car, you know that he's on his way home. You can have a police officer right there waiting, letting them know that, hey, this person cheated on me. I'm putting the stuff out. He has a key. I don't want him in. But those are measures that you can take to stop yourself from going to jail for unaliving another woman. There are so many mothers out here, man, that's facing prison time in jail for unaliving a side chick. And there was ways that you could have did to keep your freedom, cut his belt off, and still moved on with your life to become successful. Don't ever think that your only option is unaliving the side chick, okay? Because it's not her fault. It's that man's fault.
You see, a married woman who is having a sexual affairs or an extramarital affairs with a single guy out there, or with the husband of another woman, or with the guy who had abandoned his own family somewhere, is a disgrace to herself, to her family, and to womanhood. All in the name of fighting for equal right, that since a man can cheat, a woman can cheat better. Hello, you are only wasting yourself. Listen, a man who knows that you are married and is still sleeping with you has no good plans, has no good intentions for you. His plans are to use you, waste you, and dump you, and disgrace you at the end. It can never end well. You don't fight for equal rights. If men are doing it, must you do it as a woman, a married woman? You are a shame even to your children. You are a shame to this present generation. You are a shame to another generation to come. It's better you stop it now and go back to God, ask for forgiveness. I hope this helps somebody.
You see, both a man and a woman, not that they don't have the opportunity to cheat, but because they so much believe in loyalty, they remain loyal to their partners. This man has been married to his wife for 5 years now. They have 3 children together, and he has never suspected her of cheating, not even once. He said she was the perfect wife for him. She never gives him trouble. She's always respecting him. You see those women that don't give you trouble once in a while as a man. You are married to a woman and she doesn't give you small trouble once in a while. Fear them. They can do and undo. So last week he came back home from work. He came back very early and that was unusual. As he was coming inside, he saw his wife coming out from their neighbor's flat. This neighbor is a single man. He's not married and she was coming out from his flat. He said he didn't confront her. He didn't confront the neighbor, but he has been dying in silence since that day. He said she couldn't even form a word properly when she saw him. She just told him that she went to fix the man's curtain. Since that day, this man has not gotten himself. He has been restless, no peace. He doesn't sleep at night. He's always thinking. This neighbor in question is a young jobless man that does not have work. He's at home from morning till night and he doesn't like the funny name that he calls his wife. And now he keeps wondering, was he really curtain that she went to fix, or she has been fixing something else behind his back that he doesn't know about? He has not told anyone. He has not even confronted her. He has been living in silence since that day. So he's now seeking for people's opinion. A confused man cannot make any decision, because sometimes it's not the shouting or the fighting that hurts. It is the quiet moments when you remember that the person you trusted and loved the most betrayed you. So please, if you have anything to say to this man, he will be in the comment section. It is swell.
This man caught his wife cheating and he snapped her. He even printed the picture and framed it in their sitting room. So the wife has been begging for forgiveness. He said that the only thing that will make him forgive the wife is that the wife should allow him frame the picture in their sitting room, so that the picture will be in their sitting room. He even went ahead and printed the picture on his polo, and whenever he wants to go out with the wife, God I beg you. So whenever they want to go out, maybe they have like wedding ceremony or other occasion or other ceremony that they want to go together as couple. So this man will wear this polo. So this man will wear this polo and go. Like, let me tell you, nobody forgives cheating, no. Forget people when we say, some people will say cheating is not the ideal breaker, something like that. Let me tell you, nobody forgives cheating. It pains a lot to see your person betray the trust you have for him or her. Honestly. So, no, this man don't get joy.
In this life, if there is 24 hours in a day, as a man, I beg you in the name of God, use 30 hours to fear women. No say I don't want you. Oh. Let's read this man's story. The man says, I want to ask your followers if I am being too ruthless because people said I am. So it started 3 months after our wedding. That's 2020. My wife stopped going to work. I asked her why. She said she resigned. That the work is draining her. She wants to stay at home. At first, I didn't have a problem with that. But as time goes on, there would be a time I may be broke. How are you going to cope? Or sometimes I'm on company trips, which I go often. How will she cope? When she needs something for herself, she would need to wait till I send money. I had to dialogue with her that she can't just sit without doing anything. So we agreed she should start doing business, buying and selling. I had 5 million saved already, although it was to change my car. But I decided that car can wait. We should use it for business first. I even borrowed 5 million naira extra from my workplace to be deducted from my salary every month for 5 years so the business could thrive. The business was growing. I was paying the loan. I was even doing Uber during the weekend to cover for the amount deducted from my salary. But my wife has a problem. She never contributes to anything that won't be of solely her benefit in the house. I complained. She would say I am the man of the house, that I should man up. I should take responsibility. If the prepared unit is run down when I am not around, she buys fuel for the duration she would be at home only. There won't be lights till I come back home and I load the meter again. Can you imagine? Last year, June, I discovered something when my wife had a 3rd miscarriage. I took her to the hospital for cleanup, although we had 2 children. But in between those children, she had 2 miscarriages as I thought at the time. But the doctor made me understand it wasn't miscarriage, that it was abortion the whole time. My wife bribed her not to inform me, but she felt guilty after the 3rd one. That prompted me to do DNA tests on our 2 children. I discovered they were not mine. I was devastated, but I kept my cool. I didn't confront her. I just started digging and telling my wife. I found out that it was the ex-children I have been taking care of since. Let's continue. She made sure to abort when she knows the baby is mine and leaves the one she knows is her ex. I nearly ran mad that time because of the betrayal. I was depressed. She didn't even notice. She was just living her life and flexing with her ex. Let's continue. I called my lawyer and informed him about it. How can I go about the whole situation without me losing more than this? My lawyer said, the business I opened for her, did I open it myself or I gave her the money? I told him I bought everything. Fortunately, it was all in my name. I wasn't even aware at first till I checked. My lawyer took a legal step on my behalf and the business was closed down. That's when she knew something was wrong. She confronted me and I told her about all her cheating and that I knew our children were not mine. She was not even remorseful. Let's continue. But before we do, I make a quick sell my market. Many of them for this app suppose don't know by now say na Jesse I dey sell for this app. If by this time you never know say na Jesse I dey sell, now wish you be wizard. I pour you speed. So in case you get anybody where special to you, where you owe dear to your heart, whether they celebrate anything, whether na birthday they celebrate to graduation or anniversary, anything at all that they celebrate, and you want gift them, you know go back to you give them customized jersey of their favorite club, whether na Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, Barca, Real Madrid, any club they support at all. Then you write their name for the back, then you package them for this box where they screen. So once you give them like this, their heart go melt. They go know see a person truly care for them. So in case you're interested, just take my bio, see number there. Use that number already in my bio to order for any jersey of your choice. Make una follow me by jersey. Make a no go village abeg. Let's continue the story. She was not even remorseful. She told me she's going to sue me and she will get her stuff back. I didn't even argue with her. That evening, she packed her bags and the two kids to her parents' house. She said I should be expecting divorce letter and a court order very soon. I didn't argue. She left. I informed my lawyer immediately. He said I should keep the receipts and anything I know that involves the store. Doing the right things pays a lot. I do give her monthly allowance for upkeep, even though she has a thriving business. I use that against her too. Lawyer said I should print everything. That I shouldn't say it's upkeep funds. I should say she works for me and I paid her monthly salary, which I did. We won the case and I gained back the store, although 3 times bigger than when I opened it. I got through the company account from 5 years ago. I discovered she has been sending money to her boyfriend. I sued her for embezzlement. I took the remaining money in her account, returned her to how I met her before I married her. That was December last year. Her mother called me last week that if anything happened to her, I recorded the conversation and sent it to my lawyer. I found out from her last sibling that the boyfriend took off to Cyprus with the money she has been giving to him and blocked her everywhere. She has been in suicidal mode since then, but I don't care. I was even generous enough to take care of her children because they only know me as their father. I don't want to derail the children's future, especially the girl. She's a special kid, a very brilliant and smart child. There's no vitamin and supplements we didn't buy when she was pregnant because we want our first child not to have any complications as the first child. But I guess I just wasted my time and resources on another man's daughter. I didn't regret child because I love kids. So I want to ask, if I am too ruthless and I did too much, I will be in the comments section. So you should help me answer this guy now. Is it being too ruthless? Is he doing too much? If you are the one in this man's shoes, will you do worse than what he has already done already? What do you guys think? Let him know in the comment section of this video. And when they say fear women, do not take it for granted. Truly, fear women. Bye-bye.
A woman working at a vet just started her new job last week when someone brought their very sick puppy in to get checked out. They did an x-ray and realized the dog had eaten something that had become caught in its system. They performed emergency surgery, pulled out the obstruction. It was a thong. Okay. They told hold on, hear me out. They told the owner they pulled a thong out and she didn't understand because she doesn't wear thongs.
Uh-oh.
She called her husband. Apparently, it was another woman's thong that their dog had eaten. What a weird way to find out you're being cheated on. I wonder, like, how many of these weird, odd stories are out there? How you found out they were cheating. Not, the typical one is going through their phone, I'm sure, right?
Sure.
Or maybe a friend saw your guy or woman out in a restaurant with someone else, whatever. Those are so typical. Boring. If you're going to get caught with your dog eating your mistress's thong.
Would you ever take back a cheater?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I would cheat too.
Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, that took me by surprise. So have you cheated before?
No. Well, maybe. Like, it's complicated.
Well, explain the complication.
No, he was anything to me, but it was like...
Were you guys dating though?
More or less. It was like great. It was a misunderstanding. I got with a friend of his.
You hooked up with a friend of his?
Yeah.
And did he find out?
Yeah. And then he stopped talking to me.
And why did you do that? You just, like, what was the reason?
No, because we are from the same club. I play hockey, he plays rugby, and we're all friends.
Oh, you felt like a closer match?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Did you hear the story about the man who was just home chilling with his wife? They had been together for 5 years and everything was going fine. When she says, you know what, babe, I'm going to take a shower. I'll be right back. So she gets up and goes to the shower, and he looks over at the coffee table and he sees her phone, and he's like, let me take a look. Cause she's been acting a little funny lately. Let me make sure nothing's going on. He opens up the phone, goes through her messages, and he finds exactly what he was expecting. She had been messaging another man for months, not just any man, her boss at work, and they've been having an affair. He can't believe this. He's like, this is my wife, the woman I pledged my life to? Like, how could she do this to me? As soon as she step out the shower and come back into the living room, he looks at her and says, you and Dave? You been cheating on me with him? Well, she looks back at him and says, what? Why is that a problem? You cheated on me too? And he was like, look, that was just one time 3 years ago. It was just a one night stand. I was drunk. You said you forgive me. And she's like, I do forgive you. So now it's your turn to forgive me. And he's like, no, that's not how we go. Because that was a one night stand. You've been seeing him for months. Y'all in a relationship. And she's like, oh my gosh, come on. What's good for you is good for me. And he's like, no, that's not how it goes. And he storms off. Well, she leaves too. And it's a Friday when this happens. And she doesn't come back for 2 more days, and he's mad. So he decides while she's gone that he's going to do something to get back at her. By the time she reached work on Monday, he had already called her coworkers and told them what she was doing. Of course, they reported it to HR because that's against the rules. You're not supposed to date your boss. And when he heard back through the grapevine, the reaction was that she came out of HR's office crying, and that Dave had came up to her to see if she was okay, and she pushed him away. He was laughing, and he was so happy that she was hurting that he started posting about it on social media. He was like telling the story, and guess what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna make sure she get fired, and she ain't gonna have no place to stay, and I'm about to hit her up with these divorce papers. She gonna regret the day that she ever tried to cheat on me. She gonna regret that. So he's talking about on social media, and everybody's following on like, dang, you crazy, you wild. And he's enacting his plan, and sure enough, she gets fired from her job, and she stops seeing Dave. He don't even know where she's living at. Well, she comes back to him and tries to talk, and he says, you know what? No way. I'm going to take you for everything. You cheated. I have proof. And when we go in front of these divorce lawyers, you're going to know what's up. You're not going to have anything. And he slams the door in her face. Well, after this, she goes back to wherever she was staying at the time. And then a couple days later, he gets a phone call saying, sir, you've been posting on social media about your wife? And he was like, well, wait, I was posting anonymously. And it was like, nuh-uh, she has copies of your intentionally trying to harm her. That's going to hurt you in your court case because you're sabotaging and defaming her at her job. And he's like, what? So he's nervous now. He doesn't know if it's anything that he can fix, but he didn't think he was doing anything wrong. And sure enough, when they go to court, the wife gets the house, and he was like, no, I want to sell the house. She don't get nothing from the relationship. And the judge is like, no, since you intentionally caused her not to have a job and not to have a place to live, she needs to have this house, so at least she has somewhere to live. The house goes to her. And he is angry. And not only that, he found out that the person who told about the post was his good friend. And when he went to his friend, he said, why would you tell on me like that? Come on, you're supposed to be my friend. And the friend was like, that person who would intentionally hurt a woman is not the friend that I know. And until you go to counseling and get some therapy, I don't want to be your friend anymore. And he was like, what? So you ruined my life? And his friend was like, no, you ruined your own life. And come to find out, his friend started dating his ex-wife. And they still together.
So yes, that's all for now. I'm glad you made it this far. Let me know your thoughts at the comment section, and I'll be there reading every bit of comment in my next video. See you soon.